Good. Minister, the Government has created for what seems to be an almost intractable problem in the current housing crisis. It's more than just a crisis. It is effectively a national emergency. Buying a house, particularly in Dublin, has been made increasingly more and more difficult as house prices continue to soar. If this government and previous governments had listened to us sooner, we might have avoided a housing problem turning into a national emergency. It is a national disgrace that so many of our citizens are currently excluded from the housing market. Increasing house prices effectively put the dream of owning a house out of the reach for most ordinary citizens. Additionally, it is proving more and more difficult for people to rent property as the cost of rent has soared as well. These are clearly the sort of crises that cannot be fixed by reliance on the market. It is a shocking fact that this government and the previous government has contributed to this situation by not having delivered affordable rental or housing property for purchase through affordable schemes during the lifetime of this current Dáil or through the lifetime of the last Dáil. These problems will only be fully resolved if local authorities are given the resources they need to build social and affordable houses. The introduction of a new scheme was announced almost 2 years ago as part of Budget 2016. In the last number of days, the Government have announced an affordable housing scheme, but it is now only that we are seeing the detail of the scheme. It is disappointing to say the least. It lacks focus, clear targets and offers a new loan scheme that shows that this government is clearly not living in the real world. But would you expect any less from a government that can't give you a figure on what constitutes an affordable house? This housing crisis is leaving this country with a legacy of generation that know nothing other than homelessness and housing insecurity. That is the legacy of this government and previous governments. Co-op housing, which we've seen in the likes of O'Coolon in the Ballymun area, has not been delivered on the scale that is required and is virtually the only housing affordability in the country. That is a shame. And that can be rolled out elsewhere, and the local authorities should be given this role to roll them out further. Thank you.
Thank you.